Welcome to our Monday family devotional here at Alpine Daily. Glad you're back with us and hope that last Sunday you had a fabulous day celebrating the resurrection of our Lord. We are moving to a new month, which means we have a new virtue. So we are going to be talking about friendship, which is said to be spending time with someone you trust and enjoy. And as we look back to Easter and think about what Christ did for us on the cross, we can look back at Christ's life and see that he demonstrated friendship throughout his whole life. He walked alongside his friends, he helped them when they were hurt, and he was never afraid to talk about hard things with them. He was a friend, and spending time with someone you trust and enjoy is what we're going to be talking about this whole month, just as Jesus spent time with his friends so they could get to know him better. We can build trust and have fun with our friends as we spend time with them. But sometimes we take friendship for granted, and we know that the Bible is full of stories about friendship, and there's no exception to this Bible story this week. It's about Paul writing to Rome. And when Paul went back to talk to other Christians, he found that they were kind of freaked out to be around him. They realized that he was known as Saul, this bad guy who was persecuting Christians. And when people started to interact with him, they were a little bit fearful, and they didn't accept him at first glance. And so Paul was really grateful when he met a friend named Ananias and then Barnabas, who accepted him for who he was. They weren't looking at his past, and they realized that Paul was someone who loved Jesus and he wanted to be their friend. And so in our Bible story this week, we're challenged to think about how friends can accept one another, even when they're different from one another. And that's our bottom line, that friends can accept one another. We talked about how sometimes we choose friends that are just like us, but the Lord wants us to be friends with all kinds of people. People who maybe even have a past of maybe not being so nice or having sin in their life. But Jesus loved us right where we were, and we're challenged to accept one another. So we have a memory verse this month to help us, and it's from the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. And it says, "A friend loves at all times. He is there to help when trouble comes." And so we're challenged this month to be there for someone, even when they're a little bit different from us, or even if they have something in their past that might freak us out or make us a little stressed out. This is our opportunity to be like Christ to those in our lives. So we have some discussion questions for you. For the kids, I want you to share about your friends and think about how you are alike and how you are different from them. And then parents, share about a time that you were accepted by someone who was very different than you, and how did that make you feel? So all month we're going to be talking about these practical things within our friendships and how we can be more like Christ within them. So have a great week, and have a great time discussing these questions and see how they can help you in your week pursuing God.